Right now we're just trying to like figure each other out for the most part. Especially in the outfield, communication came into play on some balls. We're just trying to as a team right now. I feel like we really click together, socially and outside of the lines of the baseball field. But I mean, it's a long season. It's gonna obviously come into part, and we have a really good team. I feel like so.
I thought you guys were going to pancake in the bottom of the ninth, or actually top of the ninth, the last game you played. The ball kind of went into the gap, and you guys were hustling for it. Is that one of the things where you're just so focused on the ball sometimes you forget where the other players are?
That and the field recognition. We're not used to this field. It's a big field outfielder for an outfielder to cover ground for the most part. And communication is such a big deal. I know me and Devin have had some communication problems so far, and we've talked about that, and we'll work on that and get that down. But when you play with guys that you haven't played with, and you're already playing games with no practices, it takes a while to get used to the speed of your other outfielders and the way they go after balls and track them down. So we'll get it down.
You know, baseball is a sport that's a team sport, but it's also very individual. When you go up to the plate, it's just you against those other guys. Have you felt the pressure so far to produce and produce quickly?
Well, see, for me, I'm coming off a redshirt year, so I didn't even play this past year. So right now, for me, it's all about timing, getting my timing down from once I step in the box. It's just new to me. It's not new to me, but it is for this past year. I haven't played, so it hasn't been more of a duel. I would say it's been more of me just trying to focus in on what I need to do to get back to where I need to be for the most part.
You've seen a lot of different pitchers so far. You've seen some traditional guys. You've seen them come off both sides. You've even seen some of those swing low pitchers, especially during the last game. What's it like trying to adjust to pitchers that you don't really have stats on? It can be kind of difficult to adjust.
Right. Arm angles is a big issue as a hitter when you're coming up to the plate. For the most part, you want to see the ball when it comes out of the pitcher's hand. And like you said, the submarine guys, those balls are going to start high and then come down low. And honestly, those are my favorite pitchers to face. I don't know why, I just always have hit better off of those guys. And but yeah, you're right. I mean, it's different every time you go out there. Just got to focus on the ball and where the ball comes out of his hand for the most part.
In the daily life, the sort of the grind of every day, you got to do your laundry, man. You got to make sure that you're getting fed every day and that you got transportation. What's it like to kind of deal with those daily concerns while you're still concentrating on baseball?
Our host families really help us out for the most part. Wash our clothes, try to feed us, and we get food on the road. But I mean, it's just the college life, but during the summer for the most part. We just don't have jobs. We're just playing baseball, living the dream. So it's pretty cool though.
It's gotta be weird moving into somebody else's house though, and kind of getting a vibe for the family while you're getting a vibe for the team.
Right.
How long does that take?
Usually the first time you meet them, you kind of get the idea of who they really are. But I mean, it's always awkward because they don't really know who you are because you don't know how to act around them. Because you open up, do you have to, it's really weird, but for the most part, you probably just takes a week and you already, you know everything about them.